A lot of products that we use or that we are prescribed have urine in them. So just think, but we don't know where that urine comes from. We don't know how it was manufactured, what went into it. But when you utilize your own urine and you know what's going into your body, now you're healing your cells.
Now, what would you use it for?
It's a great cure for cancer.
And how would you ingest it?
You just drink it. And now, I know it sounds horrible. Back in the day when I was diagnosed with cancer and people were talking about different things, I met some other people who were diagnosed with cancer. And I met one person who 16 years after the fact, they told him he'd be dead in 3 months. I met him 16 years later. And he looked like a child. He was almost 60. He looked like he was 15. His skin was just beautiful. He could run just forever. He had so much energy. And he was going around talking about this urine therapy. He had tried everything.
Wow.
And he tried the urine therapy. So I decided to do the same thing. And you just start out with a small amount. But I was taking care of my body. I was eating totally everything fresh, nothing processed, nothing artificial. So it was going to be perfect for me. And I haven't had any problems since. Now, that's a far stretch from just going from eating fresh fruit and vegetables on a daily basis. But you can imagine that if you are putting that in your body on a regular basis, your body is really operating at an optimum potential, at its maximum way that it can work to fix you, heal you, and do whatever you need to do. But what pharmaceutical company is going to make any money if we change the way we eat?
Right.
What hospital is going to make money if we change the way we eat?
Right.
And in this country, the medical profession, they're encouraged to keep us ill.
Exactly.
Because as long as we're sick, we pay.
Oh, yeah.
But if they had to pay just for being well, we see a whole other thing going on.
Right.
So as long as we're sick, we have to pay the bills. We have to go to the doctor. So it's not in their best interest for us to get well.
Oh,
or
hell
be well.
no.
And how many businesses are going out under if we don't buy that stuff?
I just spent 6 weeks in the hospital last spring. You know, I had surgery. And I had to fight to get a vegetarian tray. I mean, they didn't have a vegetarian diet available in a hospital.
In a hospital. So what does that tell you?
And this is supposed to be the best rehab facility in the city. So
what is their function? What is their intent? So see, that tells you a lot when you can't even find some fresh fruit in the hospital. You can't find ITAL foods, an ITAL menu in a hospital. Something's very wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And you even have to go around now and talk to doctors and see which ones are going to work with homeopathic medicines. A lot of them won't even talk with you about that stuff.
Right.
It's amazing, and they know it works, but they're not going to get kickback from the pharmaceutical companies, so they don't want to participate in that.
Right. Yeah,
so
we should stop putting drugs in our bodies.
Oh, gosh, at every chance.
Yes.
The politics of it.
All drugs have negative side effects.
Side effects.
All drugs.
That's right.
Bar none.
And even the commercials that are on now, the side effects are longer a list than the benefits of the drugs.
It's hilarious.
They are like a joke. And the last one is even death. Well, whatever you have is probably better than death. So I can't believe
the side effects will kill you.
The side effects will kill you. But because it's presented in a slick fashion, the advertising, people purchase it. Because we still have not learned that critical thinking is crucial.
I know. I had to wean myself off the drugs they had me on. And finally got myself drug-free.
Oh, that's power. And as you know, that's a constant struggle to be free. That's what this show is about.
Oh, yes, it is.
You have to struggle constantly to keep your mind free, keep your body free.
Right.
Keep your spirit free. Because this society does not allow that, doesn't accept it, doesn't celebrate it or appreciate it.
And in less than a minute, what do you do for protein?
I eat a lot of nuts. I'm going to tell you, peanuts, almonds, walnuts, every type of nut that I can find. Sunflower seeds. I love that stuff. You don't want to eat it late. You know, it's best to not eat after the sun goes down.
So you have to be kind of
cool
with them.
They are. And then I, a lot of tofu and soy. I do a lot of that. It's more than I really like to admit.
Okay.
I'm really trying to get away from all of that because it is still processed in some form.
Right, it is. I know.
It is. But I try not to do that. But I want to also for me to talk about kale. You know, kale is the first thing that people take out of their plate. It's a garnish, and the meal comes, they take off the kale and they eat the food.
I love kale.
Kale is the most nutritious piece of that whole meal. You could throw the meal away, eat the kale, you do better.
Right.
And it's beautiful, it's green. You eat just a leaf of kale every day. It's going to make a huge difference.
But how do you, I love collards and kale, but how do you not cook them? I stir fry them, which is very little cooking.
Oh, well, you know, I eat them like in salads. Kale, spinach, collard greens, mustard greens.
Have to try that.
Fantastic salads.
I got to talk to you about
yes.
that. Okay. Well, we're almost completely out of time. Thank you so much, Phavia Kujichagulia. It's such a pleasure to have you. Thanks, Stephen Leader, for board opping. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in to Freedom is a Constant Struggle on SF Live. Tune in next Friday for Jennifer Friedenbach, and we'll be talking about homelessness. And that's a serious issue with people losing their jobs left and right in their homes and being evicted. So homelessness will be the subject next week. Thank you again for tuning in. Free all political prisoners, all power to the people. And be sure and practice preventive medicine. Get rid of the meat.
Yes.